Hi.
Wait for the others. We'll wait for the others to come in.
How are you?
Hi.
Chandra is here.
Hi,
Why are you muting me?
Chandra is here, Vishal.
Hi.
Hey, hi.
Hey.
Hi, Vishal. Hi.
Hey, Chandrama. Good to see you for the
Good to see you too, Vishal. Hi.
first time we're meeting in person, at least face to face.
That's true. That's true. How are you?
Lux, there's a lag on the video, the connectivity or something to do with the application. Not sure. Do you hear me, Chandrama?
I do, Vishal. Lakshmi's gone though.
Okay. Yeah, could be the connectivity issue with her. I'm on my 4G hotspot, so I'm just gonna sit outside and take the call from outside. Cool. Life's been good, Chandrama. You guys are back in Bangalore, or you still back at your native?
No, I'm back. We came back in January.
Oh, nice.
I
Great.
hear you're in Goa.
No. I am back too.
Okay.
I got back 2 days back. So I think
okay.
we should plan. We should plan a get together with the whole team, whoever is in Bangalore, at least sometime soon.
Sure. Look forward to it.
Yeah. Lux is back.
Yeah, connection issues, I suppose. Let's just wait for Sam and Richard to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's trying to connect through Facebook, I think.
Looks like network challenges on Lakshmi's side.
We are live on Facebook. Yeah.
And we're missing Lakshmi still, right, Chandrama?
That's right. She's not there now.
I'm here. Chandra, you're missing now. Let's start off, all of you. Let's see if Sam and Richa can join in some time. So, welcome to this live by Hylobiz. We are celebrating the whole week, the Women's Day, or rather, the inclusivity at work is what the subject of discussion this today is. So when we call it, we would I wouldn't want to emphasize that Women's Day needs to be celebrated, but the thing is that inclusivity of work is a big topic of discussion when compared to or when we consider workplace as such, because when we think of it, when a young mother comes in and starts working, it's a lot of considerations come into place when she comes back to work. So the workplace needs to be very inclusive, very conducive for her to come in, and we would we at Hilo tried to be that kind of a work culture. But I would like to hear from Chandra. What was her experience? Just to introduce the everyone in the panel as of now, we have Vishal, the CEO of the organization, with us, and Chandra here. She works as tech lead with us. She joined us quite recently, maybe 6 months back. We have many such who had joined us during the lockdown. So we meet only online, I suppose, have met only online. So Chandra is one of them. I met her yesterday actually. Being a tech team, we don't get to. I being the digital team, I don't get to meet tech team quite often. But glad to meet you, Chandra. Welcome to the live. So the question
Pleasure.
to you, or rather the point of discussion which we are trying to bring in, is that what was your experience? You have had, as I understand, 10 years of experience in the tech field, and then you took a break for your child, and you came back to work with us. When you were, what was your experience of getting included in a workforce after so much of time, and how better can we be? Is what are my question really.
Okay. So, yeah, hi, I'm Chandrama. I am the mother of a 7-year-old. And before I joined Hilo, I was on a break for nearly 6.5 years. So, from my experience, so what happens when a mother goes on a break from work to care for her little one? Uh, uh, every time she thinks about going back to work, after a certain amount of time, she starts to feel like she can no longer efficiently do what she was good at. The break keeps getting longer, and the fear mounts every day. And finally, at some point, you step up and you decide to go back to work. You go back to work. And more often than not, some of us experience something called an imposter syndrome. It's a feeling where you feel like your success is not yours. You feel like you don't deserve the success, or you feel like your achievements are all just fluke or luck. And it's only a matter of time before your coworkers see through you and they realize that you are not an efficient employee. And you start to get scared to ask questions. You get scared to say I don't know or I don't understand. You forget that you may not know something, but there are so many other things you know. So these are some of the issues that cause a lot of anxiety and insecurities amongst young mothers who are trying to get back to work. So what happens at Hilo when we talk about inclusivity? How does Hilo make a mother feel included? So when we talk about inclusivity, right? It's about making every single employee feel equally welcome, equally important, and equally included. But how does Hilo do it with a mother who is already feeling insecure and underconfident? So simply by bringing the human side to the table. Say we hire an employee. Okay, what do? We interview the person, we evaluate the person to make sure that we get the right person who would do good work for us. But how do we make sure that a mother who would do good work for us will also be happy about it at the end of the day? So this is what I have. My observations have been: Hilo follows a very simple principle: help a new employee or a returning employee familiarize or get in touch with or reconnect with her professional side. Give her once she comes on board, give her enough time to familiarize herself with all the newness, everything that's new around her, and let her take her time till she feels like she's the same professional person that she used to be. And B, customized work hours, offering the customized work hours, which I wasn't offered ever before. I was asked if I would like to work for 4 hours a day, 6 hours a day, or 8 hours a day. It's my call. Offering work from home option, considering my convenience before setting a call or a meeting with the group. C, rewarding every small and big milestones, not overlooking even the smallest of contributions. And I would say the most important one was that not using the same yardstick to measure every employee. These are some of the factors which, from my perspective, the perspective of a mother, is inclusiveness.
Yeah, glad to know that we were able to give you a comfortable environment to come back. Because as I remember, I started my Richa, maybe you might have to mute maybe. Yeah. So the when I came back to work, if I look back from my time, I had to actually retrace back my working stints twice when my son was below 2 years old. Like I went back, came back, went back, came back, because always you want to engage in something which engages your gray cells. But then the culture may not allow you to be part of the, like they might expect you to be around more than 8 hours sometimes, and then they would ask you to attend calls late hours, and all that makes life a little difficult for young mothers actually, and anybody for that matter. The work culture needs to be a little more conducive for not only men, women as well. Women, not only women, men as well. Like some, I have seen men working 24, 22 hours a day. What I've seen my husband doing it. So that doesn't make sense at all for the health of the person. So the points which you pointed out are quite encouraging for us to know that we've offered you that, and we would be like proud to have offered you, and hope to offer it as well for others. We have others joined in. Samiksha, who had been our digital team from many years actually, and she's here with us, and she has been working part time initially, and then started putting in more time with us. But she has been always virtually working with us. Never had come to work. I have met her once in the last 7 years of association. Yes. So that's how my association with her, like met her once in the sense physically, twice physically. And we have Richa, who joined us around a year back, just before the lockdown is when she joined us. She's also part of our digital team. So next question, or rather next point of discussion, which I want to put across would be for Vishal, or rather Richa, maybe. What does inclusivity mean to you, Richa, when it comes to work culture and work as a space?
Yes. So, first of all, I would, talk about the International Women's Day theme this year. So, as everyone knows, the theme is Choose to Challenge. And I would like to urge all of us to self-challenge us and for betterment. And then also acknowledge the women around you, inspire the women around you. And I would like to thank all the women around me to inspire and acknowledge me. So inclusivity is something that I would, maybe start with a quote from Sundar Pichai. A diverse mix of voices leads to better discussions, decisions, and outcomes for everyone. Because every perspective is valuable as different as well. While you may feel more comfortable working with people who share your similar kind of background or your opinion, but collaborating and working with people who have different mindset, who don't think like you, who don't talk like you, can actually stretch your own boundaries and make you work more creatively. And
Sure.
actually, on the table, you could bring out like 60% more productivity. That's according to some of the reports that have been done on inclusivity.
Sure.
I feel proud to be associated with Hylobiz, where we have a very diverse culture, and I think many people who don't think and look like me. So we've always been urged to think out of our boundaries, deliver out of our boundaries, and it's good to be a part of Hylobiz team. So, and I feel that we are making our bit into diversity and inclusivity.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, a digital team for a long time had been only women's team. We are trying to bring in a man to our team somehow, but I don't know. Tech team has like a good mix of man and women, I suppose. So that way, where there is parity, I suppose, we need to bring parity here as well, I suppose. And
I, and,
maybe
and, and, I, and I thought I was part of your team, Lakshmi.
you're part of everything. So, uh, okay, then let's ask you something about inclusivity now. What do you think as a person so on the helm of the things? What are the different challenges women faces on the professional front when working in a culture like this?
Yeah, so I guess personally, my opinions right from the beginning of my career when I started my corporate life, good 23, 24 years back, and more than once I have been part of certain discussions and been a rebel in those corporate world of interviews and discussions wherein I have seen the interview panel looking at women CV very differently, and I'm not really talking mothers coming back to work, even at a very early stage, right? I mean, I have seen when I was in my early 20s, and there is a equally qualified girl in early 20s, and there are two CVs, and very quickly I was on the other side of the interview panel or the table, wherein I am interviewing, and next to me there are a couple of other colleagues, and it's like woman CV and the girl CV is looked at very differently, and I would always challenge, question why, and some were friendly relations, some were very clear in their thinking, maybe on how they thought and how they looked at things. And pity that I would hear all this, and I have no shame in sharing with you all on an open forum like this, wherein men do think that way, that you hire a woman and very soon this girl is going to be on a break, she will get married, she will change place of her residence, maybe the city, maybe the country, and we are gonna become a training center of kinds by taking her onto our team. It's more of a liability, and this is something which I would challenge, and I've challenged this all through my life when I was working for someone, and when I have had managers working for me, and pretty much using the similar language. And my immediate question to my fellow colleagues and my team members would be that your mom, your sister, your wife would go through the same. So what do you say about that, right? Because that's we like it or not, that's women's life, and to that point, I guess part of it is nature. How we are all men and women, we are built out, we are differently built out, and hence the responsibility, especially when it comes to motherhood. And thanks to Chandrama, she covered it very well in terms of what all insecurities hit people, especially women, because the break for women with the motherhood is much longer as compared to men. And at least Indian culture does not really have the European or the Western way of paternity leave for 1 year and 2 year, and both mother and father share equal load. Both of them actually go through equal insecurity. So I worked with Nortel for a good couple of years. I would see my men colleagues go away for 2 years paternity leave, right? And when they come back, uh, I mean, what Chandrama said, that whole imposter syndrome and the insecurity, actually speaking, had nothing to do with the men or the women. It was the same for either, because now you are out of touch on your day-to-day life, on your day-to-day work. You have to rewind yourself 2 years back, learn at a much faster pace, and the world has moved on in technology space, and that's something which one worries about. And and I guess this is something which I have seen very up and close with Lakshmi being my better half. What we went through in our lives, with Pranav coming into our lives. I was doing another startup at that point in time. I was never home, and Lakshmi was off work for good 3 years. And the whole confidence, I mean, in terms of uh, can you go back? Are you good enough to go back? Would there be space for me? All these questions keep coming back. And at some point, I saw that, she came back very strong, and she said, "Hey, look, I'm gonna put up my team, and I'm gonna work around this cause." And that, in a way, I mean, I challenged Lakshmi now that it's gone too far in that journey, wherein all the team members she has around her are coming back moms and girls only teams. So she needs a little gender parity to come into her team. But at the same time, I guess it's a great cause that Lakshmi picked up, wherein the team has structured with Divya in Australia. I mean, Richa is in Rajasthan or in Bangalore, doesn't matter. And to that point, I guess, I mean, yes, I mean, as much as as a manager, as a leader of the team, understand, appreciate the various multiplexing tasks women largely has to go through, which men are not really good at. I would openly admit, at least I am not. And there is not too much of a home pressure, child pressure, and at the same time the work pressure and staying everything, because in the whole patriarchal society, right? I mean, men were always trained to be the earners and go out, hunt the food and bring it back, and that's how we become men, right? I mean, wherein women actually does five different things, and they still looked at very differently. So yeah, but I guess largely from Hilo's perspective, and I guess from a leadership's perspective at Hilo, the way I would look at it is our culture largely has been uh, full of empathy, I would say, support each other, be shamelessly open about good, bad, and the ugly around whatever it is around our side. Support each other with a very open mind, open heart. And end of the day, I guess what really matters is delivery and performance. It does not really matter in terms of, that you are close to each other, we are under the same room, we are looking at the gender or the college or the qualification that each one of us have. We could be all very differently placed and very diverse. Richa briefly touched that, and I guess that's one of our strongest point in terms of diversity. And at the same time, I mean, as much as I would support the women, I would keep saying the same thing to my men colleagues as well. That get the hell out of office at 4 o'clock. Go back home, spend time with your wife, spend time with your kid. And these are things which I again would share very openly, that things which I missed out in my life. I did not see my son grow for the first 5 6 years. Thanks to Lakshmi, that he has grown well and he's a good guy today. But that's something which is a time which never comes back again in your life, right? So these are things which I believe the all the good things, right? Diversity, supporting each other, having empathy for each other, as irrespective of the gender, I would say, but just as colleagues, staying together, supporting each other. And from an inclusivity standpoint, I guess few things which became foundation of our culture right from the day one, and it has been part of our life, very integral now. As I said, does not matter where you are, what gender you are, what qualification you are. It's performance, it's your goal, it's your target that you pick up, you own up, and you deliver. And thereafter, we stay absolutely flexible so that family comes first and the work continues to support the family. So those are my few 2 cents around the overall big picture. But thanks to you all, lovely, strong women at Hilo who are putting up a strong foot for what we are building. Some of you very new, Chandrama and Rich has been a year, Divya has been 3 years associated with us. And I see, I mean, leadership traits and absolute ownership traits, more importantly than anything. So good luck and thanks for being around as the pillar of strength for all of us. Thanks.
Thanks, Vishal, for those lovely words. And now moving on to Sam. Sam, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, Lakshmi.
Yeah. So when the question would be like, when what we are developing as a platform, what do you think how would it help promote inclusivity? If you can speak about what will how will our platform help in inclusivity?
Yeah, on that note, actually, one of the things that Hylobiz specifically I can think of, like my father himself is a businessman, and this platform basically cater to the needs of business in getting paid on time. So that specifically for women is a need of the hour, is what I would say. Many women, if you go in tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, any city, they run their businesses, and the major loophole there comes in getting paid. Like there are collection agents, there is chasing of payments, there is the reminders, and somehow this unstructured market goes with a kind of a trust factor, and also with a kind of underlying that chalta hai attitude kind of a thing. And at times women suffer in a way that maybe because they are women, they are not able to find, or they have their fears, or they have a family to run, so maybe delaying the payments or actually giving just partial amount would help them. But that's where I feel that Hylobiz could actually help all the businessmen uh, and women in a way to get paid on time. And that would be the one of the mantra I would say for inclusion, that irrespective of whether you are a man or woman, you can use this platform and get paid on time. So like we know, and another factor which for women, and we are also coming up with these kind of things coming up for like insurance and loans, right? So if we are able to actually offer them to women, the research has shown that most of the women are pretty good when compared to their men counterparts in paying the EMIs, in paying on time, clearing their dues, and they are pretty much honest in those things. So in a way, we are not only empowering them with the financial things, but we are also giving them a leverage so that they can gain financial independence in the family. So I feel Hylobiz is taking the right step in getting helping women specifically and driving the inclusion.
Uh, Good point made, Sam. Yeah, we the features which we are offering are helping a lot in bringing the female workforce or female young business women back to a business, I suppose. And with the lockdown, we have seen a surge in a lot of people getting back to doing businesses from homes. Yeah, they are switching their gears and finding ways to do things online, and our platform should be a real help to those people who are switching their gears, I suppose. So that is coming to the next part. Chandra, how inspiring is it to contribute to a platform like this as a developer? Like you joined us quite recently, you might have worked on other platforms as well. So a platform which would impact the businesses like this, what would you say that the impact, or rather, how inspiring is it for you to contribute to such a platform?
Hi. Yeah, thank you for the question, Lakshmi. So yeah, work here at Hilo is highly inspiring. Honestly, we use microservices architecture, which is pretty awesome. It's the same architecture that is used to build Netflix. And we use an open API architecture to build our a product. And as Sam nicely put it, it helps uh, any business, automate all their connections and dealings with their clients and other businesses. So it's in a way highly empowering for women entrepreneurs, I would say. That's something really nice to come across. And women at Hilo are pretty much running the whole show, like how Vishal added. They are pretty much on top of everything. Leading women team is pretty much leading in building the most complex parts. If I can give an example, say SaaS billing, right? Hilo in general believes that the perspective that a woman brings to the table is a highly focused and it's very, very object driven. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for summarizing that. And the last question open to all. We would like to conclude this thing. So it would be that what can be improved to be more inclusive, not only for women, but work culture aspect. What can we improve? All your suggestions are welcome. Vishal is here to hear about it, so why not? Let's put our heart out.
I would let the women speak first.
Of course, it was for them only to use here.
No one's missing the bait yet.
Yeah, actually, I would say that lockdown has done a lot of good. People understood that they can work, at least the team understood that they can work from anywhere and be productive and be accountable. Actually, only digital team used to work from their homes. It was always looked down upon most of the times, or rather, is scrutinized every step as to why so, why not so. So I'm thankful to lockdown actually that the whole team understood that they can work from anywhere and can be productive and can be accountable as well. So that is a huge learning for the team. Actually, to not be on each other's neck all the time, but get things done. So that was a huge improvement to the team as well. And a lot of people got inducted in the team during the lockdown time, and that also is a lot of inclusion actually. If you see, when a woman came in and without a face and without a physical interaction, people came into the team and started working seamlessly. That makes it all the more what you call. I would say it improves a lot of things between us. Like people's barriers are put down. You don't need to sit together to work. Is what lockdown has taught us. I hope we continue. A lot of work offices are actually shutting down their operations. They are working from home from for life. They have heard a lot of companies are doing that, but a little of interaction is always necessary. But that flexibility is now more included in most of the workplaces, is what I understand. So that will give a lot of flexibility to women as well, because they can work after the kid has gone to sleep or something of that sort. The thing has to be delivered. It can be any time of the day. So and within the stipulated hours. So I think to bring in a lot of flexibility to mothers, people as such as well. So open to girls, we need to close in next 2-3 minutes. So if you have any points, we can just discuss it, and we can close the forum now. For now, I think they don't have any qualms as of now. Maybe they will one-on-one to you, Vishal. Thanks for being part of those girls. Although last minute we were able to bring all of you in for the open discussion. And thanks for the time, girls. And thanks, Vishal, for joining me as well. See you all back.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.